Welcome to another episode of Data Star. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, do it now so that you never miss an update on a new episode. Let's jump into today's episode of Data Star.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Data Star. In this episode, we have another role of data scientist at a company that started the entire mobile phone revolution, and this company is Nokia. So the role that we are going to analyze is that of a data scientist role at Nokia, and this role has been posted for Noida, which is in Delhi NCR. Let's jump into this role and try to analyze what are the requirements for this role and what all skill sets do you require to be able to crack a data scientist role at Nokia. Now, the first thing that you would see about this role once you start going through the job description is that this job description gives you in the beginning a little bit about what Nokia is, and what it says is that Nokia is a global leader in technologies that connect people and things. And what then it says is that with state-of-the-art software and hardware and services for any type of network, Nokia is uniquely positioned to help communication service providers, governments, and large enterprises deliver on the promise of 5G, the cloud, and the Internet of Things. So what becomes apparent very clearly here is that what Nokia's core business as of now is, it is into the B2B segment. It is helping other network providers, for example, let's say Airtel in India, Vodafone Idea in India, Jio in India, and possibly governments help with the implementation of mobile technologies, cloud and IoT, etc. So here what they give is again some more description that in how many countries it is present. It's surprisingly, interestingly, still present in more than 100 countries. After that, what they now do is in this job description, what you would see is the responsibilities included in this role. So the first thing that you would see about the responsibilities of data scientists at Nokia is what you need to do. So you need to explore large data sets to surface useful trends, signals, and segments. Number one, use analytics to provide predictive, prescriptive, and decisive insights that aid in business decision making. That's the first thing that you need to do. The second thing that you will need to do as a data scientist is you'll need to perform exploratory data analysis, generate and test working hypotheses, present and analyze historical data and identify patterns. Third thing you will need to do is enhance data collection procedures to include information that is relevant for building analytical systems. So one of the things that you will need to do as a data scientist is you will need to build data collection pipelines, how to collect data, because data collection is a challenging task in itself, and that's what you'd be expected to do in this role. So basically what this so far, as you would see from these 3 points, is a very typical data science role. No very specific things that has been asked for, and this is something that if you have good enough skills that you have built in your program and with real hands-on experience, you should be able to crack this role. Apart from that, what has been also mentioned is that you need to design and implement a knowledge management system which supports efficient storage and retrieval of information. And the last thing is communicate results and educate others through reports and presentations, which is stakeholder management part of the role. So these are the job responsibilities for this particular role. And what Nokia has done is that although I would want more detailed description, but they have done a fine enough job to explain what is your required. So more or less what is required in a data scientist role, they have tried to give it here. Now, after the responsibilities, what Nokia has done here is they have given you the basic requirements, qualifications that you need to have. The first thing that they're expecting you to have is a BE or BTech, which most of you would have, with PG diploma or PG diploma masters in data science. That is an additional add-on. Overall experience of 10 to 12 years. That's what they require, with at least 3 to 4 years in the role of a data scientist. So what they're wanting is a mid-career professional with approximately 10 to 12 years of experience. And there's usually not a hard and fast rule. This is the approximate range. So companies, when they give this range, what they mean is that we require someone from, even if you have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is more or less good, but the ballpark figure is 10 to 12. And you need to have 3 to 4 years of experience in the role of a data scientist, right? So the reason companies usually mention this is that they know that right now a lot of people are undergoing data science programs. So when you are undergoing data science programs, they just don't want to take people who are undergoing these programs, who have not worked on any projects, who don't have any real world exposure to data science, who have not put in the hours, and then they're applying for this role. So typically companies expect, right, something like 2 to 3 years of experience, 2 to 4 years of experience. But even if you have little less than that, and even if you have undergoing the program and you finished your program and you worked on really solid data sets and you have relevant experience, let's say in telecom, feel free to apply for the role. There is no usually hard and fast rule for what is the experience range required in data science. Apart from that, what the company mentioned is that you should have experience with common data science toolkits such as R, Weka, NumPy, MATLAB. So they expect you to know multiple tools. So even if you know one or two of these tools, that's more than enough. Apart from that, what is the requirement of the role is that if you know a data visualization tool like Tableau and Microsoft BI, that is also very helpful for this role. After that, what is also required is that if you have programming experience in Python, Java, or another programming language, that is a great add-on, since those of you who are watching this video are already learning Python, so this is already taken care of. But the most important part here is this, which you would be tested on in the interview, that is, should have the rigor in conceptualizing, designing, and running experiments and presenting findings clearly to both technical and non-technical audiences. So you should have the rigor to be able to do data science experiment, to be able to conceptualize these experiments, which is extremely important, and where if you have seen some of my previous videos, where I see the big gap in the industry is between people who want to aspire becoming a data scientist to what in reality data science in industry is. There is a gap because data scientists who are undergoing data science programs, they think that data science will be given to us and everything will be perfect, but it is not that. And that's why you should have this ability to conceptualize, design, and run data science experiment. You should have a passion for finding meaning in large data sets and identifying actionable results. Very important. Yeah. And rest is excellent communication skills and interpersonal skills that's expected from a data scientist, right? So those are the basic qualifications of the role. The preferred qualifications are that you should have some experience with artificial intelligence, machine learning, and neural networks, right, which includes NLP algorithms. If you have experience in telecom domain, that's a good to have. And if you have pre-sales experience, if you work in any pre-sales kind of role, because Nokia right now is selling its solution to a lot of telecom companies, so you'll be dealing with B2B stakeholders. So if you know how to create bids and if you know how to do solutioning, that's a great add-on for this role as well. So overall, this role should not be difficult to crack. What they are expecting you to know is the basics in terms of knowing the tools, number one, in knowing the algos, number two, in knowing how some of these things are actually used in the industry, and if you have some domain knowledge of telecom, etc., that obviously is a great add-on. So this is what role of a data scientist at a telecom company like Nokia looks like. This is a great role, and I believe those of you who are passionate about making a career in data science and telecom role should go ahead and apply for this role and keep customizing your resume so that you are able to get shortlisted for these kind of roles fast. So this was another episode of Data Star. I hope you would have loved this episode. If you did, let me know which company, which role would you want me to cover in another episode, and I'll try my best to pick up that role for you. Thank you very much, and see you in another episode of Data Star.